Welcome to your reading, Virgo. I'm just going to clear the space. I can still feel the energy of a previous conversation sitting here. And I've just wrapped up the reading for Cancer not long ago. So, reading for Leo now. Leo, connecting with your source self. Reading for your highest timeline in alignment with your soul's true nature and purpose. And a life you love. Leo, can we have some messages from Spirit? From your source self, Leo. What you need to hear in relation to the time that you're coming to this reading for. And by the way, this is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But yeah, messages for Leo, please. Messages that I can deliver clearly and concisely. What is Leo dealing with? The moon card here. It looks like you might be working through shadow work, perhaps dark night of the soul is what is defining your present time. Perhaps that is even starting to come to an end or closing out. The world card there. Second card out. What is Leo dealing with in the moment? Oh, sneeze, excuse me. What is Leo? What is Leo dealing with? Don't mind me, I've got allergies. I've woken up with allergies this morning. Actually, it started off as a fantastic start to the day. Allergies and all. Had a moment of being slightly annoyed, which is why I needed to clear the space. And coming back in and energetically, it's interesting because what I usually find is that whatever precedes the read, like usually there's a portal that opens up before each read, so that energetically I'm tapped into the read and the group that I'm reading for. And energetically, just coming into this read, had a moment of being like confronted with shadow energy. So, I'm not surprised to find this sitting here. And, as you've heard, I've started sneezing as I've gotten into this read. So, that may or not be relevant, but we'll just see how it all pans out. So we've got the moon, the world card, the high priestess, the ace of pentacles, the hermit. And I think we've got room for one more here. Just pull these across. Leo. Don't look at my nails, Leo. Now you're going to look at my nails, aren't you? I'm laughing because I know, Leo, I know you look after yourself so well. And I mean, I do. It's just my nails aren't necessarily a priority for me right in this moment. Right, okay, there we go. So I'm going to put this here. We've got interesting. So we've got the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. The Hermit, Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess, World, Moon. So I'm going to do some clarifications. But, right off the bat, we're dealing, I feel like you've been dealing with probably Dark Night of the Soul. I'm going to go with what I called. But coming out of that period, but with these counterparts here, with these these two court cards, Queen of Pentacles and King of Swords, I feel like what we're talking about here is dark night of the soul and a divine union, and probably a check-in on that for you, or something to do with that. We've got Ace of Pentacles here, so we could be talking about a new beginning, and there's something in here with the High Priestess. It's always, for me, it's always tricky reading this one, because there are some cards in the deck that require a bit of diving into to understand what's being said. And for me, High Priestess is one of those cards. No surprises there. Okay. So I'm going to do some clarifications here. Clarify the world, please. What are we talking about with the world card? Can we clarify the world? The Two of Cups, Two of Wands, and Chariot. So, just on the board here, we've got Cancer energy, Earth energy, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Air energy, King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. I'm sure I'm going to get faster at saying those, but right about now I'm like, what are they again? It's not like I don't know, but there's always a moment where the brain takes a couple of seconds to kick in. Well, currently on those things anyway. So maybe they'll start to roll off the tongue at some stage. We've got the King of Wands now popping out. I'm going to place the King of Wands here. Clarifying, in actual fact, you know what, I'm going to place the King of Wands over here. I'll see if this King of Wands comes out later. I want to be a bit more specific and intentional about what I'm placing beneath these cards as clarification. Can I have a clarification for the High Priestess, please? I'm being told to put it back. Okay, that's fine. So, clarification on the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's interesting. Clarification on the Hermit. Clarification on the Hermit. Nine of Cups. Clarification on the Queen of Pentacles. I'm just wondering, this could be a short read. We'll see how this goes. It feels like the messages that are here for you are confirmations, but also that it doesn't feel like a lot of unpacking is required here. So we've got the Queen of Cups. Interesting. So in terms of the court cards, we've got Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, Queen of Cups, King of Wands. So that is interesting to me. We've got all four elements represented here, with the wands suit the fire signs: Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Queen of Cups, water signs, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And it's really interesting. We've got a nice balance of masculine and feminine as well. So interesting, Leo. So interesting. So it's mirroring energy for you. But mirroring energy in a way that sort of captures the all of the aspects of the whole self, if that makes sense. So yeah, interesting. I just find that interesting. Okay, so I'm going to park this over here. I'm going to park this Queen right beneath the King of Swords. I'm going to move these across a little. I'm going to move these crystals out of the way. Okie dokie. I think we're about ready to go. So I'm going to bring these two down here. Or this one here, anyway. So, the moon, right? If you're still involved in shadow work at the moment, or in, going through the dark night of the soul, I want some more information. Can I just have a bit more information? So the moon card can be another one of those cards, like the High Priestess. But it's like it's a little bit difficult to see what is being brought forward by the moon, because of the nature of the moon, right? The sun's not out, everything is still in the dark a little. So what is it that is being said here, is my question. We've got the Six of Cups. What is this Nine of Wands? Specifically, what is this Nine of Wands defending? What is the Nine of Wands defending? Seven of Wands. I think there's something being held on to in the past here. But I don't think it's a bad thing. Like what's being held on to in the past. I'm going to get another deck. What is this? What is being held on to here? So we've got the Eight of Wands just like jumping out the top of the deck, and the Knight of Swords. Communication coming in fast. So there's something being held on to here in terms of something that needs to be said. So it's like something that needs to be brought forward about the past. Some good stuff from the past. Six of Cups, speaks to happy memories generally. Happy memories, childhood memories. And the reason why I'm honing in on that with the Seven of Wands here is because, or Seven of Spears, but Seven of Wands is the same thing, is because in this card, for me, when, I see this card, I see people playing games. So there's a couple here. I always think of these couple, they're playing knuckle bones. But then there's this other game here, and it's like, put the statue inside the hole. I know that's not what this is representing, but that's what I think about when I see this card, especially when I'm looking at it in context, where it's paired with the Six of Cups. So these two are having a happy old time. And then in this card, we've got four figures playing in the water, along with a dog. So, and what's interesting, there's a bit of water energy here. I dare say, Leo, you're pretty well balanced. Those of you that are finding your way into this read, there's such a beautiful sense. You've got such a beautiful sense of balance. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. But there's something in this that relates to that balance. And there's something about, with this, the Nine of Wands holding this. I just wonder if there's an aspect of your youth that is either calling for you to revisit it, or where you didn't get to enjoy this as much, or where you are suppressing these happy memories because of something else. I think it's going to resonate differently for each person. I'm not absolutely clear on what that is, and perhaps I'm not meant to know. Perhaps it's for you to know, and perhaps it's part of the process of discovery for you, as you complete out this work. But, it's front and center here. So this is something I feel like you are in the process of wrapping up, relating to as this Two of Cups, and a significant connection with this person here, King of Wands. Presumably you're the Queen of Cups. And I mean, reverse the roles here. It depends on which, whether you're embodying this energy, or this energy, this swords, or the cups, or the wands, or the pentacles, because you can do it all. But, specifically, your person, and I mean, take what resonates, obviously. If your person's not represented well by the King of Wands, but better represented by the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Pentacles, then, swap out this card here for the others. But for the purpose of reading the spread as it lies, the Two of Cups definitely for me relates to you in this figure here, this King of Wands. Soulmate connection could be a divine, could be and soulmate connections can be divine union connections as well, divine counterparts. And I mean, certainly, as I said, there's a mirroring energy here for me, but it's one that is mirrored in it's quite a unique mirror, if I can say that. It's not like where I'm looking at pairs, this exact same pair, but there is a belonging. These aspects are grouped together. So, yeah, there is a sense of closing out. There's a sense of closing out and it could be that a connection is being closed out here. And restarted. Or something new is being started. So, again, you're going to have to take what resonates, because it is a general reading. So, something's been closed out here. All right? A chapter is ending here. And this figure here is looking at this Chariot moving forward. Moving on, moving upwards, moving forward. So you could be in the process of closing out a significant I was going to say contract, a significant relationship. And back on the horse and off you go. And I get there's a good feeling about this. So like I said, either you are closing this out, or you are closing this last chapter out take what resonates. Let me stop spitting into the mic or popping the mic. But yeah, you're either closing this out or going on to the next chapter. And I think this, I'm looking at this high priestess here, and what's going on with my microphone? Can I have a little bit more? Can I have a little bit more on the... Oh, so there is some sadness. I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. I did miss this. Oh, and I'm seeing the Eight of Cups here. And this Five of Cups was sitting at the back of the deck. So there is some sadness here. There is some sadness, sense of loss, sense of grief. And this Eight of Cups on the bottom of this other deck, which I missed initially. Oh, I missed seeing it at that time, but it's irrelevant now, I guess. But this Eight of Cups here on the bottom of this deck, I think it's pretty straightforward. Along with the Five of Cups, the message here is about, and I think that's what the moon is talking to, is about embracing, and integrating all of that, what remains of your feelings and your experience, integrating all of that and remembering the good times. And maybe there's something here about the sharing of those, the releasing of those. So as part of that integration, again, take what resonates. Can I have some more clarification around this High Priestess and this King of Wands? Oh, okay. I'm seeing... So we've got the Six of Cups coming out again and Justice. And I'm seeing, I'm just drawn to the lion in the back here of the King of Wands. So, your person, and I've got Temperance down the bottom here, Sagittarius energy. I was going to say, your person might be a Sagittarius. And because I'm looking at this line at the back here and seeing Leo. And, you seeing your person, but it's like your person, perhaps, as I said, take what resonates. But some of you, if you are listening to this, I'm just assuming in time people will see this reading, even though there are like only a couple of people that are able to see it at the moment in terms of subscriber. The subscriber base is like 2 at the time of recording, or 3. But yeah, so I'm getting this Temperance card out to qualify or clarify the King of Wands. Could also be Libra. But, I mean, then we'd be talking about the King of Swords. But, we've got this figure here, and we've got the lion. And it's like the King of... I was asking about the King of Wands, and then I was then present to the fact that the King of Wands is looking at me. And as I was looking directly this way. And where the lion, Leo, is sitting at the back there. And I sort of feel like the King of Wands has walked away here. And the Ten of Pentacles has come out in reverse. So, like something that was built, something, I'm seeing family here. I'm seeing all of these happy memories. And a block to these now, and this is what's becoming clearer as I the more I look into this, and this is what's sitting back here. And this makes me actually want to cry, because it feels like there's been a letting go of a relationship. And I'm sorry if this is what you're dealing with, and if this is something, I feel like this is not new. But feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But that there are a lot of happy memories. And I think maybe, I'm getting that there were good times, and maybe those have been forgotten. There were good times, right? There were happy times. There were moments where, and it's almost like remember the good times, remember the joy, and that's going to help you to alchemize the situation. That's going to help you to integrate what you need to integrate to bring yourself to this place of completion. To bring yourself to this union within yourself, so that you're going forward without this energy here, without this grief. So that that's what this is speaking to. Thank you. Right? The Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, so that you're able to move forward at speed. It's like this, when I look at this, for me, this represents like a quantum shift, or very fast incoming or outgoing communication. But this Knight of Swords is back on its horse. It's just quite funny because it looks like it's going to stop these wands from moving. So, but this is the energy that you are moving into as you complete this process of integrating all these aspects of yourself. Okay, so I want to have a look at, there's still a bit of a mystery here for me, but I think you know what this will be referring to if you're still here. If you're still here, because you'll be resonating with the read. So I'm going to assume you know what that's about, and I'm going to carry on reading. If you don't, please, put something in chat. Let me know, and let's explore it. So the Ace of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles. We're definitely talking about a new beginning here. So it's like closing out a cycle, seeing it for what it is, appreciating the good and the good and the bad. So let's take this, and we're going to park this energy back here, the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Justice sitting here. I know we've got justice somewhere else, right? Do we have justice somewhere else? No. Not yet, but it feels like it's somewhere back here. Okay, so it's like everything coming into balance here. So I've just had the cards fall out on the ground, so I'm just going to pick these up. So when we're looking at this new beginning, and we're looking at the Six of Pentacles, this is the energy that you are coming into as you close this out, right? Makes sense, right? So we end with the world, we integrate what we need to, and then we start again, right? Create something new, and something that is reciprocal. Maybe there was an energy of that not being here. So, whether this is the same person being brought over here, or whether this is someone new, what we're doing, or what I see you doing, is stepping into this energy, this energy of reciprocity, right? We've got justice here. Yeah, I did say, I called it, right? This is These are the cards that fell out on the floor as I was shuffling. So Justice, the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Nine of Cups in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and that's interesting. And on the bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups. Right, I think I get this message. So we've got the Nine of Cups here as well underneath the Hermit, right? Okay, cool. So there's interesting energy surrounding this new beginning. So between the new beginning, we've got this period of like going within and then going within. You know, they do, you know, both in their own ways. They are inner searching, inner wisdom. There's this energy of know thyself. And, you know, what we're missing, like find the answers. So what I'm going to say to you, what I do definitely see here is one of the things that's going to be really helpful for you is sitting into the gratitude. And I think that's what we're talking about back here. So with this Nine of Cups, whenever I see the Nine of Cups in reverse, I'm like, I think there's a message here about gratitude. What are we grateful for? What's been amazing? What are we truly thankful for when we look back? And these are things, you know, one of the things that I always think, you know, is a really powerful exercise is to develop a relationship with gratitude so that if someone were to ask you, what are you grateful for? You could reel off 30 things in one go, maybe more. And so, you know, like that is what this, and this doesn't feel like a big job either, is to sit down and do some research or do this work, do some searching within to see what it is. Ask yourself what it is you're grateful for from this experience, because that is going to be what's going to help you integrate and sit into this new beginning in a way that is able to be a really nice, you know, have a nice energy of give and take, not with these that like the likes of the Page of Swords in reverse. And because the Page of Swords is in reverse is like bickering, snarkiness. Like the Page of Swords in reverse is a snarky little bugger, is snipey, like snipey energy. And you know, the Page of Coins is a little bit in reverse, is probably a little bit better behaved, but this pair together is snipey, snarky, and you know, doing things like, I just had a picture of something. I'm not going to share what it was, but you know, it's snipey energy, and doing kind of not nice things, like petty. It's pettiness, right? So we didn't take this pettiness and we're going to chuck it all back here. This is the stuff you're integrating. This Nine of Cups in reverse, it's like a lack of gratitude. Gosh, I'm so sorry if I'm calling you out here. It could be a person. But, you know, generally if it's a person, and you're having massive issues with your person, like get good with yourself, because as you get good with yourself, you're not going to be consumed with what your person's doing. Your person's doing whatever they're doing. But generally, the more you integrate this stuff, the less what's happened in the past has power over you. Like then you can just send love to this thing and be okay with whatever, you know, in terms of your experience with that person if it hasn't been so great. Definitely, you know, like don't go back into this energy, but you know, one of the things as you integrate, whether you're moving forward or starting something new with this person or someone else, if you don't do this integration, you're going to create exactly the same thing with this other person, right? Snipey, snarky, argumentative. That's kind of what it feels like here, and that what you're dealing to with this integration, with this shadow work here. So Nine of Coins and Justice. Yeah, beautiful. So with the Nine of Coins, with the Nine of Pentacles, and this woman here, she's like petting the dove. Like it's like you're in an energy of, and this is for me is typical Leo energy, where, like, you are able to stand on business, take care of business, look after yourself, leading a balanced life, enjoying a balanced life where everything is fair, equal, right. And and this is speaking again to this Six of Pentacles. So everything is all in order. So that's basically what you're coming into. You're creating here. This is what you're creating. Do the integration, right? Do the integration. Get this chariot on track, right? So this is what you want. I can see this here, down the bottom here with this Two of Wands. You've been wondering, how do I get this chariot? How do I get the train on its tracks and with all of the train going in the same direction? That's how you do the integrations. Gratitude is going to be really helpful for you there. And it's going to give you this new beginning and really step you into this energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let's explore here. So we've got the Nine of Cups sorted, right? And that's it. It's finding the joy. Finding the things that you're grateful for. Finding the joy. That's what the hermit, that's what you're doing in that hermit mode, is rediscovering what it is you love about life and about your life and specifically, so that you can start to embody that again if you're not already. Yeah, like I said, Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. Take that off. So I'm going to get another deck and pull some more cards here for... Just had a moment of panic. I was like, am I actually recording? Yeah, brilliant. So, can we have some clarification around this Five of Wands? Okay, our pile's getting awfully messy here. Let's move these across. I just want to take this lot and I want to just pull it all into one pile. We know we're going to integrate this Five of Cups. And this pettiness, squabbling, arguments. Combative communication. Any injustice. Leave that one there, and I'm going to leave this here. It's Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm going to put over the top of this temperance. This is if there is a kind of spell work I do while I'm reading, it's this, right? So we're integrating all of this, all of this stuff, all of these aspects of self, the grief, the loss, the walls, the fences. I mean, keep your boundaries. They're good. But all of the stuff that keeps you stuck in an energy that is not conducive to good times, happiness, joy, we're integrating all of that. Okay? So I'm putting that under there. And you're going to do the work that you need to do, so that you're bringing yourself back to this energy here of the Ten of Pentacles, temperance, right? And where you are balanced and in harmony. I'm going to put this under here. Six of Pentacles. Six of Cups energy. 2 times. Two of Cups energy 2 times, right? All of that you're integrating, and you're integrating all of the stuff that you've been unhappy with. Accepting it's a part of your experience, bringing it all home to yourself, and then remembering how amazing you are, and how you have these aspects of yourself that are just beautiful, harmonious. And, see these cups here. Can we see these Two of Cups? This Two of Cups is really gorgeous. So we've got these two swans on the bottom here that are bringing together this, or creating this heart. And over here we have these 2 cups that are being filled by the light of the divine. It's like a holy grail with 2 cups coming together. So that is the foundation that you are building here with this Ace of Pentacles. So that's the foundation for for new love to come in. And that new love is already with you, so it's able to be it's able to receive and support an interdependent, fair, and just romance, love, connection with another person. I'm going to ask about this 5 of Wands here. So can we clarify the 5 of Wands, please? Strength in reverse. So we're getting one of your cards up here, Leo. Can you clarify the 5 of Wands for Leo, please? Hierophant. Queen of Pentacles again. Oh, that's interesting. So here we go. Queen of Pentacles. The 5 of Wands, clarifying the 5 of Wands in the same line with the Queen of Pentacles. So, there's obviously some, the card should speak for itself, is what I'm being told. So we've got the Queen of Wands down the bottom here. Okay, so now we've got a partnership over here. And we've got, didn't we not have Justice come out before? So we've got Justice here, and Justice here, right? If you are in the middle of something to do with court, right? There's something to do with law here. It's coming up too many times to ignore it. So if there's something here, like a legal issue, revolving around this relationship, this past relationship, if that's what you're involved in at the moment, the way you're going to deal to this, and this is what this moon will be talking to. I have actually seen this before. I'm going to give you a situation. This may or may not relate to you at all, so just take what resonates, but it may, in which case it's worth sharing. So there was a person. They had a relationship that I'm trying to figure out how I can share without sharing. They had a relationship where the other person was a villain. And that was their experience. And when we looked at it, when we looked at the experience, and it was pointed out that that archetype that his ex was playing out was the same archetype that was represented by his mum when he was a child. And, I said to him, hey, is it possible that if you made peace with your mum, you'll heal this timeline and this person that is creating an issue for you here and now, legally, that will cease to become an issue for you? Anyway, he went off and he did what he needed to in terms of integrating that past experience and seeing the connection, seeing the patterns that he'd held in place. He'd made his partner the villain. She obviously had, we're all multi-dimensional beings. We have these other versions of ourselves, and unhealed, we can be like 3-year-olds in adult bodies. And so where you're concerned, if you're dealing with this person, right, who is creating a legal battle for you, like, just know all you need to do to resolve it is to see where your person is one of the archetypes you grew up with. That either created betrayal or abandonment or something along those lines. If you can do that, you're going to help you. It's going to really help you to integrate all of this stuff. Any of the shadow attributes that are dogging your relationships. Whether they're romantic relationships or other. That the things that are eating you up inside, perhaps. Okay, but so that's one scenario that I see. Another scenario that I see here is, obviously, we get balance represented, justice represented over and over again. But it does feel like, when we're looking at this, I do get a sense of, so Queen of Pentacles, that's the other thing. It's like you really sitting into this energy of nurturing. So, this is an aspect of Leo anyway. But add this earth sign, add this chief nurturer into the picture. And this aspect of yourself is going to really bring you back to your center of creativity, into your heart center as well. Ground you. And anchor you into you. I feel like a great sense of purpose here, drawn to the moon in the back there too, by the way. But it might feel like the conflict has kind of depleted your strength a little bit. The bickering, if there's been bickering and arguing, but I'm feeling pretty confident that, especially if you're still here, that all of that's resonating. So, yeah, embodying this energy here, nurturing yourself, grounding yourself, embodying the energy of the Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands is fierce. Like, she's got that staff and she knows how to use it. She knows how to take that staff and hit it into the ground, to tap the ground with it. And, it's like, I'm here. And I mean, this is Leo energy anyway. But perhaps sometimes there's a call to remind you of that ability. And if you find that, sometimes you can use that wand a little bit frivolously, or a little bit, there's another word. What is it? Where perhaps you could use it a little less, because, the justice is featured. So it's bringing everything into balance. So, whether that is talking about legally or whether that is talking about internally. And externally or internally. Like, work with integrity. Work with integrity. And if you are working with integrity and you are doing everything right, if you are working with integrity. Because, I mean, if you're this person where you're out of integrity and you're doing things to somebody else because you're hurt, like, do this shadow work, have another look, because, what goes around comes around. And, like I said, I'm sorry if I am calling you out, getting it wrong or getting it right and it being a lot. But, like Leo, I know you don't mind hearing this stuff. So, yeah, well, I think that's true. I think, fire signs, you guys are genuinely happy to hear what's being said. Well, I don't know. That's my experience anyway. Whether you take it or leave it's another matter. But yeah, it's just be, do everything with integrity. And that's what I think we're talking about with the Hierophant here. It's like, go by the book. Go by the book and you can't go wrong. Right? Go by the book and you can't go wrong. And I feel like that's actually the reading. I think that's a wrap. I can hear that in my mind. So I'm going to read a couple of crystal cards and then we're done. I'll just pull one. I'll see if more than one come out, I'll read. But yeah, that's the key takeaway here. Integrate what you need to and go by the book. Go by the book, okay? Everything's going to be okay if you go by the book and do this work, because you'll also, we're never the same versions of ourselves. And, if we're dealing with, say, like the likes of a narcissistic person or someone who might be high on that scale, well, they might do some work on themselves. And, everybody has the capacity to change. We never ever stay the same. The version of us yesterday is the version of us yesterday, and we're a different version of ourselves today. So, it's important to remember that for ourselves, but also with other people. As we change, other people change. Because we also change the way that we are prepared to see other people. And where we might have only started to see this aspect of them that reminded us of our shonky childhood, it becomes impossible for them to change in our eyes. Whereas if we allow ourselves to integrate our childhood and see that this person is not our parent, it allows for them to grow, or at least for us to see that they are not our parents or the archetype that hurt us when we were children. Okay? Right, let's read this. This is Amber, warmth, regeneration, grounding. Exuding warmth and electrical charge, amber was believed by the Chinese to encapsulate the soul of the tiger when it dies. With a rich history, amber was used as a protective talisman dating back to ancient times. Technically comprised of tree resin that has been fossilized, amber is used for grounding higher energies back to earth. And when rubbed, it become electrically charged, dispelling negative. Oh my gosh, I'm really struggling to read this. Let me try that again. Amber is used for grounding higher energies back to earth. When rubbed, it become electrically charged, dispelling negativity. I know why it's such a problem, because the words are like hyphenated. Dispelling negativity and igniting desire. Yeah, okay, cool. So, yeah, it is talking about the, whatever has been sitting there as issues and negative issues. They've been affecting you in a way that is holding you back from your own happiness. So, you're going to go through that process of purification. So, amber is used as a purifier, cleansing the environment and chakras alike. Use amber to electrify your life. Leo, Aquarius, Sun. And, and I think this is where this energy of the King of Swords comes in. Because as the King of Swords holds, he could step into the role of justice. Because he's so reasoned and rational in logic. And impartial here, right? What's the right thing? What has integrity? What has wisdom? That is the King of Swords. Let's push this up here. Tree agate. Yeah, and because it's the bottom of the deck energy as well. This is when we first started reading. The King was here. And, and that's an aspect of yourself to be embodied. Tree agate, stability, grounding root. Tree agate is a stable force, and this I think was what we were talking about, these queens here, these queens of pentacles. Tree agate is a stable force that grounds you back to earth, rooting you to the core of your being. A stone in resonance with nature, tree agate asks that you nurture the seeds you've planted and provide enough sustenance for them to succeed. Weed out the negativity and naysayers, including your inner critic, and know that despite it all, you are good enough. Tree agate promotes security in moments of growth, so you feel safe as you expand in your journey. Follow your truth and know that you are supported along the way. Mercury and Virgo. What's really interesting is that I read that without actually taking it on board. So if you find yourself like in resistance to any idea that there's anything wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with that. But it will be difficult for you to fully, complete shadow work without embracing all aspects of your own shadow. Okay? Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to place that down here. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, by the way. That's Tanzanite, transmutation, illumination, psychic. Connecting you to spiritual realms and beyond, Tanzanite assists in living with more awareness and bringing spirituality into your day-to-day. It helps navigate your journey between altered states of consciousness, from deep meditation to accessing psychic powers. Metaphysical abilities are enhanced with this stone, creating a direct line of communication between you and your spiritual team. Tanzanite unveils your true path, transmuting the old into the new and acknowledging that the road is ever winding. Your journey in constant flow. Trust your path. Gemini, Libra, and there's that Libra energy, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Jupiter. So, you can see there's some names coming up over and over again, and I dare say that some of these are going to resonate with you for sure. So, but this here for me is speaking to, this transmuting this old energy so that you can embody this new space with confidence and go forward knowing that you don't have to deal with this stuff again, and you're not going to be bringing another situation like this back into your life to have to deal with it all over again, right? That's the payoff, that's the reward. And I think with that, we're able to close out your reading. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate you and appreciate that. Appreciate the like, subscribe, and also any comments if you've made it to the space in the read. I don't often say this. Well, I can't often say it because I've only done X amount of reads since I've started this channel. but I will say it here. It's No, actually, you know what? I'm not going to. Please like and subscribe, and I'll leave it with you there. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best on your journey and look forward to reading for you again in the future. We'll see you then. All right. Bye for now.